On Wednesday morning, these following headlines graced the front page of the USA Today website. Medicaid tab continues to soar. Bomb strapped to teen girl in Sydney. Home equity losses hitting retirees hard. Autopsy can't find cause of New Hampshire girl's death. Tropical storm Emily heads for the Florida coast. Fiscally, this country's in peril. Suspicious circumstances surround a bomb-strapped teen and the premature death of an 11-year-old girl. And severe weather threatens to harm the Caribbean and the eastern seaboard in the United States. The reports paint a painful, heartbreaking, and discouraging portrait of our world and our times. Reading about these situations in the news might leave some to question how and why can such destructive things happen in our world. According to biblical theology, the answer for a community's harsh predicament would have been simple. God punished the people because of a lack of belief and insufficient observance. However, this theological construct of reward and punishment, which blames individual sins for social ills, has extreme flaws when questioned by our modern sensibilities. Through experience and logic, we realize that righteous people do suffer. For as a rabbi and scholar Irving Yitz Greenberg commented following the atrocities of Europe, to account for the Holocaust as God's punishment of Israel for its sin is to betray and mock the agony of the victims. Now that they have been cruelly tortured and killed, boiled in soap, their hair made into pillows and their bones into fertilizer, their unknown graves and the very fact of their death denied to them, the theologian would inflict on them the only indignity left, that is, insistence that it was done because of their sins. Thus, being reassured of God's guidance and support through the instability of our economy, the random death of children, and the effects of weather catastrophes becomes a much more difficult and challenging endeavor. The relevance of this topic connects to the Jewish day of mourning, Tisha B'Av, which occurs this Monday evening at sundown, commemorating the destruction of the first and second temples, the expulsion of Jews from England and Spain in the Middle Ages, and the devastation brought about by the First Crusade. Tisha B'Av calls to mind the adversity, the sadness, and the despair that afflicted Jews over the centuries. Traditionally marked by fasting similar to Yom Kippur, the observance of this day does not simply transport us to the pain of the past. In actuality, we recognize our times of hopelessness, especially in today's world of uncertainty, not just as a Jew, but as a human being. So in memorializing this day, how do we reconcile the suffering that goes on in this world, the randomness of this pain, and the power of hope? The newspaper, the internet, and the television news constantly shower us with stories about the suffering happening across our region, our nation, and our world. At the same time, we do not need the news to recognize that each of us, individuals, families, and the strangers within our midst, is dealing with their own problems and difficulties. In this despair, the world can feel chaotic and the distress endless. Some might wonder what they did wrong, while others might internally blame someone else. Going through this adversity makes it difficult to believe that something beyond ourselves exists to bring us support and comfort, which might cause many to wonder, where is God? How is this happening? And why me? In response to this question, Rabbi Harold Kushner, in his best-selling book, When Bad Things Happen to Good People, states, the question we should be asking is not, why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? That is really an unanswerable question. A better question would be, now that this has happened to me, what am I going to do about it? While many answers exist to this question, plug on, wallow in self-pity, rise above it. It is actually with hope that an alternative to find consolation and healing through the pain is possible. For with hope that tomorrow will be a better day, that humanity will continue to strive to higher moral grounds, or that individuals can triumph over the challenging predicaments set before them, we can find protection and inspiration. Even in the direst of situations, hope allows us to peer into an alternate reality, one removed from our despair, and simultaneously drives us to overcome our difficult situations and to reach our desired outcomes. In recognizing Tisha B'Av this Monday evening, we no doubt confront despair. Yet the memorial is not a time for defeatism. Instead, as in life, by commemorating it, we call to mind the support that hope and that faith can have in our lives. So this Shabbat, as we prepare for a solemn time, we also become aware of the potential of hope, the potential of tomorrow, and the potential of healing for overcoming our obstacles at this time. Shabbat Shalom.